And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. 7-point differential coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
They played pretty solid basketball, but a few miscues is all it takes to turn a win into a loss, especially against a good team.
And you love seeing that great Mobile One drive the second time.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Russell against Irving. Russell with the bucket.
Yeah, fearless move by Russell, just challenging the defense, going right to the heart.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
5 out of 5 to start things off. They certainly seem to be in a good rhythm.
Pass to Noel. Russell against Irving. And Russell gets it to go. Russell's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And it's Towns missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Wasted no time on that one. 20 points for Mr. Clutch.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Now, here is Russell. 23 points for him the last game against Philadelphia. Brooklyn ball. Nets leading by 12. There's the 3. And again, the three-point shot is good for Mr. Clutch. Mr. Clutch has got 23.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Russell kicks to Edwards. Irving against Russell. Outside, Towns. No good again that time.
Credit to him for trying to get that 3 right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
Here's Mr. Clutch. The long distance 3 is good. He's got 26.
How about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
An interconference matchup. Last season, they went 2-0 against this club.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. They trail by 18. Pass to Noel. Back to Edwards. The 3. The offensive rebound. Gobert. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Brooklyn.
Well, I played for the New Jersey Nets, and look, they made that move across the Hudson back in 2012, relocating to Brooklyn, which I think was the right move.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And there's the pass to Noel. Al Russell. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark right now. He's averaging about 19 points a game. And well over a decade in Brooklyn for the Nets. Richard, what kind of impact has that move had on the franchise?
Well, look, it's been great. The arena is fantastic. The fan base is growing. And more importantly, their ability to attract top-tier free agents like KD and Kyrie. They do not join the Nets if they're still in Jersey.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Irving against Russell. Here's Mr. Clutch. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Pass to Noel. Back to Russell. He kicks to Edwards. Here's Gobert. And Mr. Clutch pulls it down.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Three-pointer. And again for three. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. Hey, look, he knows they've got great shooters who can score from anywhere and distance. He thinks his team can go toe-to-toe with anybody in the league there. And he won't be pulling back the reins even if they start missing a few. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You know, hard to create spacing without the threes. Brooklyn with the ball, following the three by Minnesota. Mr. Clutch gets the bucket.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the three.
Here's Noel. He's got 5. Outside Edwards. Over Durant, and it's blocked. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Out to the right wing. Towns finds Edwards. 4 on the shot clock. Over Durant.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Now, here is Russell. Passes it to Noel. That shot misses. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
And the mental game you talk about, a lot comes down to coaching, having your players focused.
And here's Russell after the three-pointer from Mr. Clutch. Pass to Noel. Now, here is Russell. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. For 3, Edwards. Edwards with another miss.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And when you got someone putting on a show like this, I mean, in the first quarter, you have got to be kidding.
Now here's Gobert. Defense right on him. They need this. It's tipped. Here's Mr. Clutch. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Hits it again. Wow.
3 points.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Noel passes to Gobert. KD against Edwards. The pass to Noel. Rebounded by the Nets. Mr. Clutch has got 5 rebounds tonight. Launches a 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Another miss by Minnesota.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
And you look at Anthony Edwards, and GA, he is becoming the leader of this Timberwolves team, isn't he?
I think he is. I mean, partly it's his production with his numbers up across the board, but it's also his personality. He plays with tremendous swagger.
And here's Edwards after the three-pointer from Mr. Clutch. Out to Edwards. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
You cannot play worse offensively, although he's trying, and he hasn't made one shot yet. I feel for him.
This is his second attempt at the line tonight.
Cameron Thomas, shooting 1.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
So for Brooklyn now, Mr. Clutch out there with Durant. Then it's Thomas. Then there's Irving. And it's Claxton in at the 5 down low. And there's the call on Durant.
First team.
That's his first foul. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Towns, no luck.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Good, another from 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Pass to Noel. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Non-stop scoring machine here.
For 3.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this.
And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time.
Nicholas Claxton.
That's his third foul of the game.
They might start using him a little bit more sparingly with 3 fouls already before the half.
Here's Towns. He's coming off a 16-point game against Philadelphia.
And he also went to town on the glass, imposed his will, chasing down misses all game long.
Clock is at 3. And here's Edwards from the arc. It's blocked. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. Seth Curry, he's checked in for the Nets.
Seth Curry.
Edwards passes to Towns. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Shot clock at 5. And it's blocked.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Connects again from distance. He's really... sniping him from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Edwards passes to Noel. They could use a bucket, and Mr. Clutch pulls it down.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
Again, the Nets for 2.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Towns wide open. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
They're struggling to keep up.
And we'll see if they can turn things around, Kevin. On this trip, they can't continue to come up empty.
Prince, the pass to Gobert. From past the arc. Prince misses. The Nets have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Here's the three. Good, he hits again. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Edwards passes to Prince. Edwards dishes to Towns. Passes it to Prince for the three. And Mr. Clutch pulls it down. Mr. Clutch has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Jacks up a three. Buries it from three-point range.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against Milwaukee was outstanding. He had 56 points, and he got those points as he always does, knocking down shots from beyond the arc. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it, and he took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Hey, Richard, as soon as your playing career ended, you got right into this business, into broadcasting. When did you decide that this would be the next step?
Well, the first time is when I thought I was going to be out the league, and so I started doing more and more work until I retired in 2018. So it started way before I retired.
That laid the groundwork for you. Good job. To the middle. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Irving passes to Mr. Clutch. There's the triple. That one doesn't drop. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Here's Noel. Covered by Irving. Here's Gobert. The shot's good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Another one goes. Incredible. And there it is. 82 points.
And this is a game that he will never forget.
Edwards looking it over. Here's Noel. Offensive rebound. That's tipped.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. The tray. Here's Claxton. Up and in on the layup.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Towns kicks to Prince. Six on the shot clock. Takes the three. And Mr. Clutch pulls it down. Mr. Clutch has got 11 rebounds in the game. And there's the pass to KD. His first shot coming late. Again, the net's for two.
And sometimes you just assume ahead of time Durant's mid-range J is going in. Downright lethal.
Pass to Noel. Dishes to Gobert. Prince outside. Towns, the pass to Prince. Here's Noel. He's covered by Irving. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up two.
And, Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second-chance opportunities.
Now here's Prince. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Passes it to Noel. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. There's the three. It's hauled in by Edwards. Minnesota shooting just 28%. They're offensively out of whack and out of step with each other at this point. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Inside, here's Durant, and finished off by KD.
And it doesn't get any easier for Durant. With his size and length, dunking just comes pretty easy for him.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
Here's Mr. Clutch.
2 minutes remaining in the half.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Timberwolves shooting in the second quarter has been pretty embarrassing, just 27%. And finished off by Edwards.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. I think it's a conversation. Yeah, easy call.
For Minnesota, they have been solid. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Brooklyn ahead, running away.
40, the Nets, 104.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Then there's Edwards. And there's D'Angelo Russell. And it's Noel in at the 2 spot. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. They grab their own miss. Towns. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact. And he'll go to the line for 2. T.J. Warren picks one up.
And it's the size and mobility of Towns that makes it so hard to deal with, especially when he's looking to score.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for T.J. Warren. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Durant. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. The 3. And he hits the triple. 3 points there on the shot from Mr. Clutch. Mr. Clutch has got 5 points now this quarter. To the inside, here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Undrafted coming out of college in 2013, Seth Curry only played 48 games in his first 3 seasons, spending most of the time destroying the G League.
And both free throws good for Curry.
And when you look at what he's doing now, it's hard to believe that Seth was ever kept off an NBA roster.
He's made quite the career for himself as one of the league's great three-point shooters and just an efficient scorer from all 3 levels.
Offensive rebound.
And they have started out this quarter shooting just 20%. Let's just say this is not the way they wanted to open the second half.
KD passes to Mr. Clutch. And again, it's the Nets missing. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. Brooklyn's gone 1-2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Mr. Clutch. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight.
And he's doing it all himself, shouldering the offensive load in effortless fashion right now.
Outside, Towns. Shot from 12. Here's Curry with the three. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Curry's got 5.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Towns, the bounce pass. To halt the run. Noel, no good.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
Edwards kicks to Gobert. Down low. Here's Towns. Rebound, Brooklyn. Here's Mr. Clutch. Here's the three. And again for three.
3 points.
You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
The Timberwolves shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. The pass to Noel. Outside Edwards. Here's Russell. Gobert trying to get open. And Mr. Clutch pulls it down. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And the Nets. Another three.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Timberwolves on offense. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Noel. Guarded by Curry. The kick out to Towns. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Nets have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Here's Mr. Clutch. And got it! Another basket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Back to Russell. Over Irving. They get the rebound. Towns. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Russell passes to Noel. And here's Gobert. That's tipped. Timeout called. The Nets.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Noel. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Thomas checked in for Durant. Enzo Thomas will bring it up for Brooklyn. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. Prince outside. Pass to Towns. Gobert trying to get open. Towns, no luck. And here are the Nets. In the corner, Irving with it. Passes to Mr. Clutch. Back to Irving. Here's Mr. Clutch. Pass to Claxton. Banked in off the glass.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Bounce pass, Russell. There's the feed to Prince. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Personal
And
foul.
for a lot of up-and-coming teams getting better,
Substitution on the court.
and we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. McDaniels passes to Noel. At the elbow, it's Gobert. Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making six figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
I tell you what, it beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still fresh and developing, but a lot of different opportunities are emerging.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Thomas. Sharp out there with Mr. Clutch. Then there's Warren, and it's Sumner in at the point. And the pass to McDaniels. Here's Gobert. Brooklyn with the rebound. Sharp's got 8 rebounds in this game. Warren the pass to Mr. Clutch. The 3. And the 3 ball is good.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the 1 make. Inside. Noel passes to McDaniels. They get it back. Towns. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
A nice intensity from Towns in the paint. Doesn't back off and takes that shot while being fouled.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Green, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Williams comes in for McDaniels. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Edwards. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for Noel. Puts up a 3. Good, that's another bucket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Pass to Rivers. Green dishes to Williams. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Towns, no luck.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot.
And the Nets, another 3.
For 3.
He's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Passes it to Rivers. Here's McLaughlin. Rivers with it. Outside, Green. Just 5 to shoot. Here's McLaughlin. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Normally he drains that.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Shoots the 3. The three-pointer is right on target.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Rivers. Good. Nice job down low.
But how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Mr. Clutch. Good. Another from 3.
3 points.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Over in the corner, Williams. Richard, 2004 was the last time that the NBA expanded. Now, some say Seattle and maybe Las Vegas could before long have teams of their own. What do you think?
Oh, please give me Seattle back. Please give me Vegas back. Do you know what I would give to have those 2 cities back in our league and to have to travel to them? Look, but you must have deep pockets. Let's be honest with yourself. The franchises now are selling for over $3 billion. You got to think that the expansion fee will at least be that much per team.
Over in the corner, Green. And Mr. Clutch pulls it down.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
Rivers can't get it to go. And here are the Nets. They're on a 17-4 run right now. Here's Mr. Clutch. Sharp. The tip in on the offensive rebound. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Nets. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to McLaughlin. Rivers with it. And a lot of contact. On that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And the first one at the line is good. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Reed's checked in. Watanabe's checked in for the Nets. Nets shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. Got that one up quick.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
McLaughlin, the pass to Rivers. We've seen some kids go directly from high school, RJ, to the G League. How do you think that's working out so far?
Green and Kuminga sure look good. And look, I think for a small select group of individuals, they should go and start working on their profession. No different than a musician, a tennis player. You should go and start focusing on your profession. But for other players, they need college development. I needed college for 3 years, and then that is what helped me become a better pro.
Here's Williams. Brooklyn in control. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. There's the pass to McLaughlin. Back to Rivers. And here's Reed. Brooklyn with the rebound. Sharp's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Fires from deep. Brooklyn gets it back with the new shot clock at 14. Williams against Thomas. Pass to Rivers. To the middle. Here's Green. Oh, that's blocked. To the inside. Stolen by Rivers. Outside Williams. Pass to Reed. Here's McLaughlin. Shot clock at 6. He blocks it again. And that's 9 blocks.
You know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th, too.
The pass to Thomas. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Greg, we know a lot of teams using former NBA officials now working as consultants to teach their players how the refs see the game. I guess always looking for that edge.
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's a great idea because philosophically sometimes as the rules evolve, players got to learn how to evolve with them. So not getting the calls you might expect, also how you communicate with officials. I think all of that stuff plays a big role in just furthering that dynamic between the officials and the players.
Lets it go with a 3. And that drops in from beyond the arc. Three-pointer for Mr. Clutch.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3. Have been tripled.
To the paint. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Reed. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Another miss by Minnesota. And Brooklyn has possession. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Here's Mr. Clutch. And again for 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Minnesota's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Rivers looking over the floor. Williams, that's a two-pointer. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. The Nets shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. Here's Mr. Clutch. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Rivers kicks to Williams. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Rivers. And that one is off. The Nets go the other way with it.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Nets.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket, didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And the wins continue to come in fairly easy for these guys in what's been a very strong year, to say the least. Tonight will push them up to 56 wins.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Mr. Clutch.
There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with the triple-double.
Personal foul. Fourth team foul.
First one falls for him. So for the Nets, Royce O'Neal's checked in for Sharp, and Harris subbed in for Thomas. Both free throws good from Reed. Brooklyn in control. Here's Mr. Clutch. And again, Brooklyn. With the triple.
3 points.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Passes it to McLaughlin. That shot off. Some solid defense from Harris. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
From downtown, and again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
McLaughlin, the pass to Green. Another miss by Minnesota. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See